Here we have a pre-owned 2025 Mazda CX-5. This one comes in the Carbon Edition. Polymetal gray is the paint, and then we do have red leather interior. The powertrain consists of a 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder engine that's made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission, all-wheel drive here, a little less than 17,000 miles on it. To the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the LED daytime running lights. The lights don't dance like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up, but I love this slight refresh we get on this model here. It does make it look even more modern, more sleek in my opinion. Down here, these are gonna be 19-inch alloy wheels. I like the gloss black, how it goes with the trim, the mirror caps. We get passive keyless entry on the front. Then to the door panel, we have one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors, rear window lockout there, power door lock controls, power mirror controls, bottle holders there. We do get blind spot monitors in those side mirrors. And then a premium Bose sound system. Power lift gate there. Lane keeping system, gas cap, hood release, manual tilt telescoping steering wheel. And then here's our power driver's seat. 2-way lumbar support there. And then we do have our memory seat function as well. But I want to give a huge thanks to Hyundai of Cool Springs here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this vehicle today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. Now I have the seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs, so we're gonna check out the space back here. Pretty good room, I think. This isn't a CX-50, so I think it's decent space. Seat back pockets are on both sides. And then we do have our rear AC vents right here. There's a look at the front from back here. And then we have bottle holders. And we even have a storage tray here with 2 USB-A charge ports. I like that. Grab handle here. Now your child lock, you can just lock, unlock there. And then your gas caps here. As we come around to the back end, we do get full LED tail lamps, dual exhaust. And there's a look at the cargo space behind the second row. Top tethers integrated on the back of the seats themselves. Spare tire. Hit that latch to release, either side there. Now as we come around to the rear passenger side, you can see seats folded flat. Pretty easy to pop it back into place. And then you can hit this as well to move the seat forward and back too. Anchors for the car seats behind those covers. And then front passenger seat here, power seat, back seat, bottom. And there's the glove compartment. Now in the Carbon series, I do like the trim throughout. And as we come back around to the front end, just a quick look in the engine bay, and hopefully I don't burn my hand on the hood. But there's that 2.5-liter naturally aspirated 4-cylinder. Now we're just going to show off the blinkers. And to the driver's seat. So nice leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. Now over here to the screen, it's not touch screen, so you have to use these knobs down, well, this knob and these buttons down below. So I'll give you a quick walkthrough of that. So information is up here. You just get the fuel efficiency monitor and the vehicle status monitor. And then for your entertainment, this is where you can go through your audio sources. So we do get AM, FM, Bluetooth. Then we have wireless CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility, Bluetooth. I don't know if I said Bluetooth already, my bad. And then you can add an SD card here if you want to run the navigation through the radio. But with wireless CarPlay, Android Auto, you really don't need it. That's why a lot of these vehicles these days just don't have it. And then all of your settings are in here. Quite a bit that you can fool with, actually. Connect your Bluetooth devices. Your vehicle settings are here. So you have rain sensing wipers that you can toggle on or off if you don't want those. And then your system settings, you can change your language. And then your units for temperature, distance, or speed there. Backup cameras there. Good picture. Hazards down below. Dual zone automatic climate control, so we can adjust temperature with the knobs. Fan speed here, AC toggle, 3-stage heated seats. Then you can cut the whole system on or off there. There's a 12 volt behind that cover. Wireless charging pads here. Now for the shifter, just hit the brake, pull, reverse, neutral, drive. Come over here to manually shift. And then your sport mode, you can turn that on, turn it off there. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage to the brake, press down to disengage. Automatic brake holds here. Again, these are the buttons and the knobs for the knob for the radio, and then this is for the actual audio. Then you can press that to mute. Bottle holders, and then your center console cubby space, the SD card readers in there if you want to hook that up to the navigation again. 2 USB-C ports that connect directly to the radio, then you have a 12 volt too. Garage door transmitters here. Sunglasses holder, so look at your lights. Then you push the shade back. You can tilt, or you can one-touch slide the roof. So pretty easy to use. One-touch shut it as well. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Vanity mirror. Then back up front here, left side stock blinkers. High beams. And then we have our automatic wipers over here. One time off, auto, low, high. We can adjust that auto frequency here. Then the rear wiper, intermittent on there. Fluid for the rear. And then pull up for the front fluid. Now left side of the steering wheel itself, volume down, volume up, mute, track list, radio station presets there. This info button, you press that, it changes what's shown on that right little dial there in terms of that screen in the middle. And then voice recognition and Bluetooth controls. So for your cruise, you can turn that on or off. So on, and then you can cancel there. And you can also adjust the gap here and then set your speed or resume by pressing in. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2025 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in the CX-5, I like how these drive. I like the sounds they get. I really like Mazda's powertrains in general, but the 2.5 paired with the 6-speed is just a good driving vehicle in my opinion. It's relatively quick, fun to drive. It just feels like a driver's vehicle, if that makes sense. And the fuel economy you get here is what really makes these, I think, a very good option. You have just a star-studded look with these new body style Mazdas, and then just having the 2.5 4-cylinder, which is, you know, It's a naturally aspirated 4-cylinder, but it still gets up and goes. It still sounds good under throttle, and it's still fun to drive even with the manual mode, just having it on the shifter. I'm going to put it in sport mode, give it a little throttle here. Here we go. So, I mean, it got up to speed pretty nicely. Again, the sound is really good in these. It sounds so good getting on the interstate. The throttle response is very good. It's just impressive. I'm going to take it out of sport mode now. Going to test out the cruise control. And I want to give one more huge thanks to Hyundai of Cool Springs here in Franklin, Tennessee for allowing me to review this CX-5 today. I'll leave a link below in the description. But if you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But it drove so well. I only went down about a mile, if that, with how close the exits are, but the ride quality was great, and the sound acoustics were really good too. So, I mean, wind noise, road noise, can't complain about that. But this is just so easy to drive. It's so nice to drive. Even just having one hand on the wheel, it's relaxing. It feels luxurious. And I think that's saying a lot for how much this car costs. Now, this one having less than 17,000 miles on it. It's a year old. Only $31,000. And I think that's a pretty solid buy when you think about what you're getting here. This Carbon Edition is very luxurious with the red leather. You have the heated seats, dual zone climate controls, the adaptive cruise, the sunroof, so many amenities included here. But the reliability of the Mazda 2.54 made it with the 6-speed as well. It's just a really, really good package here. Now, considering how much the competition costs now, or even other Mazdas, when you think about these new vehicles, basically moderately equipped or 40s, 50s, to be right at that 31 grand price point, to be in the higher trim here, I think is a big deal. Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto in these CX-5s was only available in your higher trims, so the Carbon Edition, the S's, the Turbos, things of that nature. So again, that's a big plus here, because the lower preferred trims did not have the wireless option. They only had the wired. But I mean, it's just a good looking vehicle with the facial refresh. I love that. Again, this red interior is just beautiful, relatively fun to drive. This is a cool looking car inside and out. I just think you can't go wrong with these newer Mazdas. Whether it's the CX-5, CX-50, CX-90, Mazda's just been putting their foot in the competition, I think. And again, this is no different. So all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2025 Mazda CX-5 Carbon Edition.